On the side of Princeton High School for this district final matchup, the 2-seeded Mason Comets from Cincinnati against the 3-seeded Miamisburg Vikings from Dayton. We got a good one for you tonight. I'm Ben Haller alongside my partner Evan Amazon. Evan, what do you like in this matchup?
Well, I'm really excited. Like you said, Ben, two very good teams, 2-seeded Comets, the 3-seeded Vikings as well. And Blaine Wink, first of all, for Miamisburg, will be on the mound, and he's really do-it-all guy for this team. Hitting .455, 20 RBIs, and a homer on the year. And also, he's been their best pitcher on the mound as well, with an ERA of 0 in 24.2 innings. I'd say that's pretty good, Ben.
I think that's solid. ERA of 0. No earned runs yet this season. You're going to see two stars on the mound who also can get it done at the plate in Wink and Garula tonight. Garula for the Comets. He's their leadoff hitter.
Yeah, Brendan Garula was great his last start against Western Brown in the Comets' 1-0 victory. He had 17 strikeouts out of the 21 batters he faced, and a perfect game as well. So it's an absolute brilliant performance from him. So hopefully he can match that again as Wink's warming up on the mound.
We got the leadoff hitter. That is Garula. He'll be followed by Krukenberg, Hanley, and Murphy. Murphy leads this team in RBI with 29. Alex Kelling behind him, a star sophomore who's really stepped up in the absence of Drew Cox. And the bottom of the lineup, senior heavy with A.J. Lefton, Brady Bly, Kevin West, and the 9 spot, Nick Stroud. So Garula will get us started tonight. He'll face Wink, the Findlay commit, against the University of Cincinnati commit. Both these will be on the mound. And right now, it's Garula at the plate. First pitch of this district final is up for ball one.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Garula hasn't hit in the leadoff spot all year, but with his .383 average, Coach Bly just wants the Comets to get on base and generate runs because that's something they've struggled with at times.
Yeah, Garula hitting the leadoff spot last tournament game against Hamilton. And after that Western Brown game, Garula pitched a perfect game, but they only got 1 run on 24-seeded Western Brown. So Bly really wanted to change things up in the starting lineup as Garula looks at ball 2, a 2-1 count on him now. And, you can't blame him after poor hitting. Sometimes all it takes is some lineup changes or batting order changes, and it's a hitter's count early now for Brendan Garula. See if he can get anything started for the Comets. The 3-1 high fastball swung on and missed, runs the count full.
Yeah, very impressive there from Wink. Garula expecting fastball in the 3-1 count, but put it in a high spot, and that's just tough to hit, even when you're guessing it on those high fastballs.
And that one's low. Brendan Garula gets us started with a leadoff walk. He'll take first base for the Comets. Krukenberg now has 1 on with no out.
Krukenberg getting .275 on the year, .439 OBP, gets a lot of walks as well, and 6 stolen bases, threat on the base paths as well, and that's a good start for the Comets, just getting a runner on, putting a little pressure on Wink early. And one thing about Wink, his stats are amazing, obviously, with his 0 earned runs, but he hasn't worked in many pressure situations with runners on base, so maybe that will rattle him a little bit if the Comets can get some more ducks on the pond here.
There's strike number 2 served to Krukenberg now. He's down to the count 0-2. He's got 1 on. We talked about the batting lineup changes, and Krukenberg hasn't spent much time hitting second for this Comet squad. So we'll see what he can do with it now. He'll take a time. Step back in for an 0-2. Wink with a runner on first. Swung on and missed. That's the first out for Wink tonight. And Krukenberg goes down swinging.
And Wink just uses bread and butter, the high fastball. And that's what he likes to do when he gets ahead in the count and works to perfection there. And now Jake Hanley, the star sophomore, comes up to bat with 366 on the year, 17 RBIs.
He's the Indiana University commit. Last year, as only a freshman, he led this team in batting average and RBI.
Well, the GMC and RBIs,
yeah.
too.
It's something crazy as Garula takes off for second. Throw is looked in time, but I think Garula got under the tag. Tough call to make it second. But the pitcher swipes second. Brendan Garula now in scoring position for Hanley.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Ben. I thought he was out on that.
The throw was definitely in time.
Very good throw.
Yeah.
I thought Garula was kind of dead to rights there, but I
mean, we obviously don't have the best.
Very impressive slide.
Yeah, we don't have the best angle on the slide, so there's got to be something there as Miamisburg coach wants to come out and chat about it. And back to Hanley, leads the GMC in RBI last year, but doesn't get selected as a first-team All-GMC, or he got selected the second team. That's something very interesting and something that may motivate him coming into this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's a senior bias sometimes.
Yep.
You give it to the upperclassmen instead of the freshmen, but Ben, I heard you're second-team broadcaster, and I'm first-team broadcaster too.
Well, I don't know who's making that list, but that sounds like another snub to me as Hanley rounds it right to the second baseman. That's out number 2, but he gets Garula up to third.
Yeah, at least it's a productive out by Hanley, advancing Garula, but with 2 outs now, the sacrifice fly kind of unavailable here. But the Comets' hottest hitter, Michael Murphy, hitting 362, leads the team by a ton with 29 RBIs. That's 12 more than the next best, and he's just been a star this year.
And he spent most of the season in the cleanup spot, so that'll help you get those RBI. But still, I mean, he's earned them. And he skies one. Shouldn't be any problem. Center fielder coming in for the third out of the inning, and after a leadoff walk, Wink's able to work out of it through one half. Comets 0, Miamisburg 0. Welcome back to Princeton High School. Bottom of the first coming up, and we'll take our first look at Brendan Garula on the mound for the Comets. He got it started with a leadoff walk offensively for Mason, but here are his numbers. 7-0 record on the year, only a 1.26 ERA through 50 innings. And we talked about it last game, the infamous perfect game he threw against Western Brown. 17 of the 21 outs were via the strikeout. 7 innings with no walks, no hits, no runs allowed. It's his first game back from that one. We'll see what he can do against these Vikings.
Yeah, another thing that's great about Garula is his control. He's a pretty accurate pitcher. His breaking ball, he loves that slider, and it's a very nice pitch. But the one thing about him is sometimes hitters can get hard contact off him, but overall, I mean, his control has just been impeccable this year. The UC commit, of course, like we touched on before.
And leading off is Boardwine for the Vikings. Sam Boardwine batting .370 on the season. Solid numbers for a leadoff hitter. .505 on base percentage.
And
That's textbook.
17 stolen bases. So you do not want to allow this guy on first because he'd get the second in a hurry and then get a runner in scoring position fast.
Righty-lefty matchup here on Garula with a 1-1 count. He looks at strike number 2. Miamisburg playing a GWAC conference all season long. They haven't got a good look at many Cincinnati teams. It's the 1-2 check swing, the appeal. They're going to say he went. So that's the first out and the first strikeout of the night for Garula. Boardwine goes down swinging.
It's very tough to come back on Garula when you get behind in the count there. And very nice pitch from Brendan here. Now there's Arden Mitchell, the shortstop, step up to the plate.
Yeah, you look at 1, 3, 4 in this batting order, and you see a lot of very good batting averages, and then you see his 243. Not terrible by any means, but kind of a dip. So a lot of times they like to put those contact hitters in the 2 spot. We'll see what Mitchell can do. He's got no 1 count on him now and fouls another one off down early 0-2.
Yeah, it's huge to get Mitchell right here because with Wink and Williams coming up next.
Oh, 2 outside corner, looking strike 3 to Arden Mitchell. And Garula gets the day started off with 2 Ks, 1 looking, 1 swinging. And here's the pitcher for the Vikings, Blaine Wink, the Findlay commit. We'll see what he can do at the plate tonight.
Yeah, Wink, .455 average with a .542 OBP. So he gets on base more than half the time with 20 RBIs. Again, 10 stolen bases. This guy is truly kind of a 6-tool player. It's like the Shohei Ohtani of high school.
That's pretty high praise for Wink.
You'd say the same thing about Garula, too.
Yep. He's got a 2-1 count on him now. And he nails that one, but it's right at Sulik. Sulik in the field. Make the throw over to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Brendan Garula. We'll head to the second inning. Nothing across here in the district finals.